jumping in so far. All right. We wait for a couple guys to get in, a couple people to get in. Pip Tyson, what's up, man? How you doing? Man, it's super bright. Let me cut one of these lights off. That's much better. Money Pit Mustang Brian, how you doing, man? How's the sound? Sound doing okay? This microphone's finicky every now and again, so doing good. Thinking too much about do-it-yourself turbo Fox dreams. Rob Herrera, how's it going? Donnie B in the house. What's up, man? Yeah, man. I was actually just looking at the turbo kit on my car, and I mean the On3 stuff is nice because it's cheap and it's you bolt it right on, but I don't like the placement of the turbo, and I want to if I'm keeping an 8.2 deck, I want to move it around, and then even to get like a more free flowing exhaust and all that stuff. Sounds good. Sometimes the volume may go up a bit. That's probably me moving away from the microphone. So I'll try as best I can to stay close to it. If you guys notice, John's not here today. I had to. I only get them for the summer, so I had to bring them back this past weekend. So John might be jumping in virtually. If he does, I'll throw his face up on the in the live stream with me. But he'll probably pop in here and maybe chat or type away or whatever. Yeah, I wonder about running the DP through the K member. Yeah, the downpipe, I mean, that's one thing I was looking at too. I want to cut that whenever and honestly too, I think it's a 3-inch. I'd like it to be a little bigger, like a 4-inch or something like that. But Smitty's Bad 5.0. What's up, man? How you doing? How's things been? Yeah, and I mean, even staring at this kit as a whole, I've kind of just been looking at the turbo kit with. I mean, it's more than enough to go much faster than I'm going right now, but I obviously aspire to go even faster. Funky, how do you know why? That's because I text you. That's why. Yeah, I mean, I know we've only got about 9 people in here, but I just haven't really. I haven't been filming for a bunch of reasons. One being, I've said before, my new job. I've got a lot of stuff going on. 2, I mean, even a lot of current events and stuff going on. Being my past and stuff, where I've worked, where I've been, kind of got to me. So I got kind of in a rut. And then even more recently, this past week, actually, the attack in Kabul, one of my former students was one of the killed in action. So I just kind of been like super bummed out. I forced myself to go to the racetrack today. I really haven't done anything but sit around for like the past, I don't know, couple days. But I forced myself to get. You shut the light off on me. Thanks, buddy. My son accidentally shut the light off. But yeah, I forced myself to get out there and race on the track. I went to one of the tracks that just opened back up over here. It's a 1/4-mile track, and went to. I tried to make a 1/4-mile pass, but the car made it. It made it probably close to 1,000 foot, and it started. I'm just running out of fuel pump, so I shut it down. I need to go bigger with the fuel pump. But it was actually kind of funny because, and I got the time slip somewhere, but I cut it off at like, I don't know, maybe 900 feet, and I still went 10.2 in the quarter mile. What's up? Oh, you need help?
Thank you.
No problem. All right, sorry about that. Sorry to hear. Yeah, I mean, it was like I said, it's been a pretty rough past few days. You know, for the community that I belong to at work as a whole, we're pretty small, and you know, that one was kind of rough. Plus, some other peers of mine, as well as some other former students, are among the wounded, but they look, from what I've heard, they look like they're gonna be okay. So there's that at least. But I don't really want to make this like, you know, super morbid or anything, but that's kind of just been what's going on. So like, I just haven't wanted to, you know, I just haven't wanted to film it all after, you know, the past week or so stuff that's been going on. But like I said, I forced myself to get out there today. The car ran great. The track that I went to, it's called Stunnerville now, formerly Fayetteville Motorsports Park. And that track's not really come around too far yet. They're, you know, they haven't used that track in a few years. So a lot of the rubber that's down on the track is just not, you know, it's not soft and sticky. So what I did was I actually took a lot of power out down low, and then I ramped it in. And I think I cut like a 148, 60 foot. My eighth was like 630s. And then, yeah, like I said, I shut it off about 900 feet out right before the 1,000-foot cone. And yeah, I coasted to a 1020 at, I think, 108 or something. I got the time slip in the truck. But let's see what's going on here. Bumper Thumper, welcome to the chat, man. Hey, I got that pimp juice from you, that traction compound. Just waiting on a set of 28s, and there's actually a street side no prep coming up that I'm planning on getting into. I think the 10th of September out at Thunder Valley. I don't think I'll be competitive, but I just want to go out and have some fun. So we're gonna. I need to enlist some help to help pour my puddle, but we're gonna get out there and have some fun with that. Sorry for your loss. Yeah, man, and I appreciate it, guys. I put a bigger fuel pump, and I know the idle is all messed up, and the car is just kicking my butt. Yeah, man, like when you change stuff around, I change stuff. Like I'll run it down the track once and then change a whole setup or change a whole bunch of stuff. And it takes a minute to get it all lined out. So hopefully you get it figured out quick, Smitty. I'm actually looking forward to hear about your transmission that you're getting too. Have a good night, guys. Oh, you're heading out. See you later, bud. Thanks for stopping in. Oh, Bumper Thumper. Awesome to hear. Yeah, man. And that's really it. Like for a while, I've kind of been not really jumping into, I actually was going to enter the stock block class when I went 599 the other day, but I lost the fuel pump hard. Like right before the finish line, the car was on a pass and I had to turn way up. And I was like, if I'm going to run here with these cars, you know, I'm at least going to put a good showing on. And, you know, car came for the first pass. It actually had trouble pushing through. I've got the spool rear end in, and it pushed through the beams. So I turned the brake valve and then to put more pressure up front, and then I also lowered the launch RPM by about 200, and it didn't push through the beams. But I mean, the car was on a pass, and then it got about, I'd say maybe 550, 600 foot out, and it started breaking up. So the mile an hour was only like 109, but I mean, front of the track was like, I think I went 380. Like the car was on a pass. And I have some video footage of that. I got GoPro footage. My son John was actually out there like helping me line up the car and stuff. It was a lot of fun. But you know, the car I wasn't going to really run it after that, because when I looked on the log, the fuel pressure dropped from like 66 all the way down to like 38. So I was like, all right, we're not doing this. And then today I grabbed my other cheap fuel pump that I had, and tried to stick that one in, but I mean, it's just not enough. I need to get probably like a Magna Fuel. What was it, like 4303? I think it is. I'll probably grab one of those. Hey, Danny, hit the like. Oh, yeah. I mean, if you guys like it, hit the like button. I know it helps out the channel. Rob, how's it going, man? How's the car coming along? You get that thing converted to carb yet or what? Oh, David Willis. What's the new setup going to be? So a couple guys haven't seen. I actually put my entire drive line up for sale. As far as engine, turbo kit, transmission, Holley Terminator X, MSD. And it's not like for sale, like I'm selling it right now. I just put it up to see if the right offer comes along, I'm going to like let it go, because then I can move on to, I've already got the I wanted 590s out of this combo, 599 exactly. And I went 599.7. So that's really all I wanted to do with this. So I put it all up for sale. So if anyone wants to buy, complete drop everything in your car. I'm asking $8,000 for all of it. And I mean, you guys, I'm very transparent. You guys see exactly what it is. You could drop this thing in your car, and on your Hail Mary tune-up, it'll go 590s as long as your car is set up right. But I'm also in no rush to sell it. Like, so a lot of people are, what's your bottom dollar? Will you separate, blah, blah, blah. Not really. I still kind of want to have fun with this combo, but if the deal comes along and it's right, I'm going to get rid of this. And then the new setup I want to go with is a 427 small block Ford. But we'll see. I mean, the car would actually have to go. I want to, when I yank all of the driveline out, send it out, get some more chassis work done to it. I want to get the what's it called? Battle box. Basically get the stock torque box cut out and then aftermarket one put in. Also want to have the wheel wells clearance so I can get a 2810.5 on it. And, some other chassis stuff just to make the car safer, a little more rigid and better for, doing some of this, some more like big time racing or actual racing. I'm not even racing right now. I'm just racing the clock, really. Sorry, I had technical difficulties. My battery died. No worries, Rob. Hey, Rob, you're on Tennessee, right? Are you anywhere near that flood zone? I've been watching the flood stuff. Pretty sad to see, how that all happened. Oh, and then David for the so 427 small block Ford, probably going to go with a Power Glide for transmission. It just seems to be what works best. And then rear end's going to stay. I'm going to have the rear end kind of, bracing and stuff put in. And then again, some adjustable suspension. So depending upon the track, we can change bar angles or whatever else. Funky 50, you want to bust some egos now. Yeah. And it's actually funny too, because I told Funky the other day, I don't think he realized I was messing with him. I got an LS and it's in the garage right there, or right over here. I sent him a text like, hey, this is what's going in the Fox body. But now, that's not going in the Fox body. That's actually something, I don't think he's in here, but I bought that really cheap, and my son John loves LSs, so I got it cheap for right now, and then it's going to be something that we'll get some car to throw it in when because he's getting close to be able to drive something, so that's going to be for him. What RPM was your fuel pump losing pressure? Donnie B, it was, I got to look in the log. I actually might even have it still pulled up, but it was losing pressure, I want to say up over 5,500. And it's only obviously when it gets up in boost. Yeah, I got it right here. 63. Yeah, it starts falling off at about 5,400. It kind of goes from 66 and then it starts diving down 62 and then it tanks to like in the 30s and the duty cycle shoots way up. So, and then too, like the way I have the fuel system ran, I mean, it's just deadheaded into the fuel rails because of how the fuel rails are set up. So I kind of want to get it so that I have two feed lines, one going into each rail and then a return coming off. But these cheap fuel rails I got just don't work. I'm going to have to, that's one of those. I should have just, bought the right ones first. Live and learn. Rob says, starting to order my carb stuff. I need a decent fuel pump. What would you recommend? Honestly, for carb, you don't need much pressure. Your basic carbs run, I think, 6 to 8 fuel pressure. I ran a stock. I think it was for a 390 Ford. It was a stock basically, or maybe a 351. It was just a stock bolt in the side of the block fuel pump on the 347 that I had on my notchback. And I mean, that was more than enough. That car went low sevens, all motor. I mean, stick in the eighth, and I think the dude that I sold it to went mid 11s with it when he still had that 347 in it. And that was just a 650 carb, like, T5. But yeah, you don't need really anything crazy unless you get like a, really wild setup. But if you're just doing like, stock-ish engine, just roll with the, if you get the timing cover. But if you don't want to change the timing cover, you can get like one of those, like O'Reilly's has them, just one of the little electric inline fuel pumps, and roll with that. I will say, Rob, though, you'd have to drop the fuel tank and then put a straight piece of tubing down as you're with like a strainer on the end to suck the fuel up, because I don't think it'll suck it up through the fuel pump that's still sitting there. I mean, I know it won't, so you'll have to do that. So be prepared for that. No, I'm not. Okay, good. Yeah, man, that's pretty unfortunate, that flood that happened in Tennessee. Bedtime. All right, Funky. See you later, man. I know you get up at like the crack of dawn for work, so I'll talk to you later, man. What else going on? Yeah, what else been going on? Let me think. So yeah, John's, like I said, my boys are back home. John's not here. Been racing still. Content's gonna pick back up. I still have to finish John. I got a bunch of content. I just haven't been editing, is really all it is. I think it's been 2 weeks. So I got to finish up John's build series, which, I mean, that truck was running great. And then, went racing, the 599 video, that's going to be coming out. I only got one video I only made one pass today because, like I said, the track was sketchy. Plus, I got there late. And then the dude right after me, he actually hit the wall. Luckily, he just kind of scuffed it. He didn't like hit it hard, but I said that track's, it's got a while before it really comes around. But it was good to get out there and, give a quarter mile a shot, even though I didn't get all the way out there. But I have the late model timing cover, so you don't have the fuel pump boss on the side or whatever. So I would just find I would find a electric fuel pump, inline fuel pump, and then find somewhere to tap into the fuel line. Or you can go to the junkyard or maybe somebody's selling one and do a timing cover swap. I mean, that's a little bit more time consuming, but one of those inline electric fuel pumps will definitely get the job done. And yeah, you don't need that crazy. Like I said, you're only really needing 6 to 8 pounds of fuel pressure for that carburetor. Did you say, what carburetor were you going to go with? Was it going to be like a 650, 750, 600? Yeah. Looking at a Carter. Carter's, man, those are good carburetors. We had an Edelbrock on that 454, and that thing, it was brand new out of the box. It just was horrible. We put there was a super old Edelbrock that was on it that actually ran way better. We couldn't get the thing to run right at all with this newer Edelbrock that we got. So it survived the power band of that cam. I was curious with running a 10-second quarter, letting out. Yeah. And I have the video. It's on my GoPro. I not only did I let out and started slowing down before crossing the finish line for what was a quarter mile, and it went 10:20. So, I mean, I've said it before. The car is probably a mid 9-second car. And yeah, once I felt it, I kind of felt it starting to break up in third gear as it, assuming load started going up a lot. Granted, because of that's the 1-to-1 gear, and it runs out pretty long, especially with a 331. And once I felt it sputtering a little, I just let right out. And then when I looked at the log, I saw it was just fuel pressure was diving off. I'm happy with it. I mean, that was at what, 10 pounds of boost. What I've even thought about maybe draining half a tank out and throwing half a tank of gas in, so it'll use less, um, less fuel, because it won't need, at that point it would be what, E70. Actually, what was the E content? I think I'm running 76. The pump over here is actually pretty solid. Let's see. Sensors. Did I not? No, I don't have E content set up. Let me go ahead and check this out real quick. Edit views. My God, I got like the biggest, I don't know what it is, like a locust. Let's see. Drop this one down here. Flex fuel sensor. Come on. Why won't it drop it in there? Oh, it's already in there. That's why. Genius. All right. Let's see what the content was. Drag race. Flex fuel. Yeah, E73. 74. Yeah. Over 70% ethanol content. So yeah, I figure if I can drop it down to maybe like in 50%, see how that goes. I mean, because the car ran decent on gas. So I think if I just drop the E content a touch, I feel like I can overcome the loss from the E content with being able to add a little bit more boost. Even if it's like a pound, I think the car would actually pick up, and then it wouldn't run that pump lean. Lockton said, I'm looking for a good inline pump. I've got a 700 Holley. Okay, nice. Yeah, 700. That'll make that thing move pretty. That'll be more than enough for that. Yeah, and like I said, I've used the inline like Holley or whatever they have over at the O'Reilly's, and they're more than enough. I've never had an issue with them. I've actually always had really good experiences with them for carb setups, obviously. Joseph Ware, how's it going, man? Damn bugs. It's still like 100 degrees down here, man. I'm ready for fall. I'm a fall guy. I don't like heat, like just hot, humid. I almost didn't even go to the track today because it was so damn humid and it was like 100 degrees. And actually, a lot of guys didn't go to the track. I think there was only like 6 or 8 cars running. Keeping all my EFI stuff. I still want to go back to Holley Terminator at some time. Yeah, man. And that's like one of the hardest things about not trying to sell. Like when I posted this, my whole Driveline for sale, everyone is messaging. I got like 100 messages in my inbox. Will you just sell the Terminator X? Like, sure, I'll sell the Terminator X for double the price if you want me to separate it. But like, I get it. There's a back order and it sucks. But like for me, if selling this whole thing, like I want to sell it as a whole drop-in unit, so someone can literally take it all, drop it in, and go, fast with it. What else we got going on? I'm trying to think car stuff I had going on lately. Yeah, we went to the track. The other thing I've been kicking around, so the goal is to do like a 427. The other thing I've been kicking around the idea of is just getting like an 8.2 deck dart block and going 30 over on it. Get the 4-inch bore, go 30 over on it, throw my rotating assembly in it, and then get a solid set of heads like a, trick flow, something like a 210 or something like that. And then a nice big cam, and then see if we can turn this thing at a much higher RPM, and then we'll be able to like turn the boost up and all that other stuff. I don't know. I'm kind of kicking it around because obviously, money's a thing, and at the end of the day, I just want to go fast. But I feel like the turbo kit can actually go much further than I'm pushing it right now. Especially, I could probably even step this turbo size up, but I don't know. Lots of decisions to make. I've just kind of threw my whole drive line out there for kind of like a feeler, like, hey, who's interested in buy it, and if the right right deal comes along, I'll part ways with it. Oh yeah, the other thing with the car too, the ball joint, front passenger side ball joint fell out, um, just randomly, and so I was like, okay, let me go buy a new ball joint. So I went and bought a new ball joint, $11. Brought it here, went to press it in, and not realizing that it fell out for like, obviously it didn't fell out because the bolt was in, but it was loose. So I went to press it in and it wouldn't press in because you could just push it right in. So then I had the car on jack stands for like 4 days, just thinking like, what am I going to do with this thing? Because I didn't want to waste money on like a stock one. So I then I was like, maybe I should just get the whole K member, and at the end of the day, I was like, well, let me go see if I can just get a stock one. And nobody around here had one. Then I found one like an hour and a half away for $190. Lower control arm, ball joint, all that stuff. So that's what I spent like all day. Not all day. I mean, it took me an hour to take everything off and then an hour to put it back together. But I did that in the morning and then we went racing in the afternoon. But the car actually rides. I think that must have been an issue for a while, because I feel like for a while, even the front wheel kind of looked at sometimes like it was like cockeyed or something, whereas it doesn't look like that anymore. And the car felt like it went much smoother today. I used to get some shake out at the end of the track, which I just assumed because like the car's got just my eyeball alignment on it. But it's much smoother now. So that was clearly a big problem that I'm glad I found. It's hot here. I think we're in the same. Yeah, it's ungodly hot. It's I said it was high 90s. I think it touched 100 today at some point, and it doesn't look like it's going to let up all week. How's a big block Chevy running? I mean, it was running good. I said John did a awesome job. For a 13-year-old kid to build that thing, like the thing, we had to change a battery cable on it because it would get this hard crank, and then I would put the battery charger on it. I've tried, because I have a whole bunch of batteries here. I've tried like 4 different batteries. None of them worked. It would start, and then when you would shut it off, it wouldn't start because it would be hot. And it had a brand new starter on it, so I took the starter to get checked. The starter was fine. And then I forget what we were doing. Me and John were just tinkering around with it. And I put my hand down, I think, because it wasn't starting. And all he did was like key it on and try and start it. And it cranked really slow. And then he stopped. And my hand somehow touched the terminal for the cable that it was going from the positive battery terminal over to the back of the starter. And that thing was red hot and it burned me. So I was like, oh my God. So we went and got a new positive battery terminal, a positive battery cable. And works every time. Thing fires right up. Yeah, no issues with it. That kid did an awesome job. That's why I got him this LS to build for his actual car. But like I said, I don't think he's in here, so he doesn't know that yet. Yeah, I mean that's really what's been it. I wanted to pop on live because it's easier to go live than put out a whole video, because that obviously takes time and energy and editing, and I've already got a ton of editing to do. But I figured I'd just pop on live and kind of let you guys all know what was up. And of course, like classic me, it wasn't like something that I schedule like a day in advance like a lot of these other guys, so you're like waiting. It's just like, yeah, I think I'm going to go live in 15 minutes. And then here I am. We haven't really even been watching racing. We haven't gone to the track to watch really. I feel like it's kind of a slow time. Like a lot of people aren't really posting as much as they usually do. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's a heat or time of year or what, but I feel like at least on my, like the channels that I follow, I feel like everybody's kind of just content wise slowing down, at least for right now. It was like the alignment of the planets or some crap. Dan Conlon, what's up, man? Live is pretty cool too. Yeah, I mean, I like the live stuff. It's more fun when there's like a lot of people interacting and tons of comments or questions, or we get on a topic where a lot of people, either have questions or stuff to talk about. But I mean, whatever. Oh, that's my wife jumped it. Why do I gotta watch ads to get to your live? Because I gotta make money somehow. This thing doesn't pay for itself. I need your 8 cents. Glad you did. Yeah, man. And I've kind of been a lot of people, jump in my Instagram and stuff, ask me what's going on, or tell me like, hey, man, don't stop making videos. We really enjoy them, all that stuff. What are you doing tonight? Oh, God. I know you've seen my wife in the videos. She's a personality. We have a lot of fun. What am I doing tonight? I'm showering and going to bed. I got work tomorrow. Well, seems like it's kind of slowing down. I really don't have anything else. Like, I just kind of wanted to pop on and, kind of let you guys know what was up, why I've been slowing down lately. A little update on how the car's doing. Nothing really crazy or fun. Or obviously the big news would be the $5.99, which we'll have that video out. I posted the time slip because I was just waiting for people to be like, "You didn't go $5.99, he's lying." So like, instead of like, I posted the time slip on my Instagram, so it's there if you want to see it. It should be in the truck or something. It's somewhere, but the car 110% went 599.7 with a 7, like just shy of 110 because, like I said, it was breaking up. I went premium for YouTube and haven't had to watch an ad since. Well worth the money. I feel like we have so many like streaming services and stuff like that. Man, by the time you add up, like pay for HBO, pay for whatever, pay for all this stuff, and it's like, man, I should just like buy the giant cable package, and it's the same damn price. I don't mind the ads though. It gets really annoying when they're like, because YouTube, their analytics, like they know when to place or where to place the ads. So like when something comes up, what is that thing? Oh my God. The damn pterodactyl. Like when something like exciting is coming up, YouTube throws an ad in there and it's like, come on, man. What did Dan say? Are you going a different route on the Mustang? I saw on Instagram that you were liquidating, or maybe I misunderstood. No, Dan. Yeah, that's I semi explained it earlier. I want to go with a 427 small block custom build turbo system, and I did what I wanted to on this setup. So I'm just looking to. I'm not in a rush to sell everything, but I just kind of put it out there. I figure maybe if someone kind of has this, like, I need a whole driveline setup and I just want to go low sixes, maybe a 5 once in a blue moon. And, it's already there, complete, drop it in, fire the car up, ready to rock. So I threw it up there. I put it on Instagram and Facebook just to see if there's any real appetite for it. But I've got a lot of comment. Like I said, tons of people want me to just sell the Terminator, which I'm not doing because then everything else that I have, I feel it's just pointless. So I put it out there, but like I said, I'm in no rush. Went racing today with it. Gonna go racing again. Got more stuff coming up. So we're definitely going to be, like I said, that no prep event or the street side event. Once my 28s get here, we're going to be doing that hopefully on the 10th. Said I don't think I'll be competitive. And then, well, the fuel pump's got to come too before then. I don't think I'll be competitive, but it'll be fun just to get out there. And then plus I told Bumper Thumper, he gave me a gallon of traction compound. So I want to showcase that for him. And if you guys are looking for traction compound, hit him up. He sent it to me just to kind of use it, try it out, say what I, think about it. Granted, what do I know really? I don't really do any of that stuff yet, but I thought it was super awesome that he did that. And I'm really excited to try that out and use it. Keplinger, what's up, man? Glad to see you in here. How's your Mustang doing? Cool. Keep moving forward. Yeah. I mean, that's really what it's all about, Dan. I kind of, like I said, I've got to where I wanted to with this car. I mean, 590s, I never thought I'd get there. I'll be quite honest. I never thought I'd get a 590 out of this car, out of this setup, out of me doing everything. I thought I was going to have to either look for chassis advice or suspension advice or, tuning advice or whatever. But, I just did a bunch of research and luckily I got there. Plus they had the track on there was some really fat. There was cars in there like low 4s, high 3s probably. So the dude who actually super awesome guy. He drives a car called the Little Nightmare. That's like a 430 car. And I think he said it was Ford Power too, Ford Power Fox body. And he was like, man, the track is on kill tonight. So put whatever you want in that thing and it's going to go down. So I didn't even ramp the boost in. I basically put my target boost I don't want it to leave on, and I just threw it all the way up to my max boost level. We ran out of fuel pump, like I said, towards the end, but we got to where I was trying to go. And I'm definitely not going to be doing that again anytime soon because I don't want this thing to, I don't want to be mopping up connecting rods or anything off the track. Somebody will jump on it when it hits the right. Yeah, and that's kind of really what it is, Rob. I threw it up there. Like, I'm not going to negotiate with someone who wants to try and, knock 3 or 4, knock thousands of dollars off. It's there for somebody that needs and wants it. And if it doesn't go to that person, I keep it and do. I've actually even thought about just taking this whole setup and throwing it in just another Fox body to just kind of drive around with a stick. So basically engine and turbo and then sell the trans, but then throw a, a T5 in another Fox and just drive it around. There's actually a really nice roller not far from here that I'm hoping to try and get for, he's asking a few thousand too much for it. But if he kind of comes down on price, this engine and stuff will land in that car and I'll be driving that around on the daily or at least semi-daily. Broke down again. I think I busted a rocker. Well, one way to find out, did you take the valve covers off yet? Hopefully a rocker is an easy fix. Hopefully that's it and not like a lifter. I mean, you drop a lifter, that could be bad. Yeah, Rob, Loch Ness Fox. Rob's been broke down for a hot minute. Plus he's been waiting on the Terminator X. Actually, you had the flood, right, Rob? That's kind of still what you're recovering from. You earned it, Dan. You spent a lot of time getting it. Yeah, I kind of when I actually, it's funny, when I got the time slip that said $5.99, I gave it back to the girl. I said, "This isn't mine," and she was like, "Yeah, it is." And I said, "No, it's not mine." I said, "This car doesn't go that fast yet," because I was expecting 610, maybe 6.0, and every car was going down the right lane. I went down the left lane. Or no, vice versa. Every car was going down the left lane. I went down the right lane, and I actually jumped the light. I left a little soon, and she's like, "No, everyone else went down left. That's yours." And then I looked at it, and it said foul at the bottom, and I was like, "Oh crap, that's my time slip." I was like, I just drove back. I didn't know what to say. I had no emotion. There's no way this car just went $5.99. Let's put that motor in mine. Hey man, it'll drop right in. I said you got to buy the whole setup though. I said I'm not parting it out. I want it all to go. You need an old pickup truck to put it in. Yeah, that'd be cool too. Current job requires a lot of time. Yeah, man, I hear you. That's kind of what I've been. I'm in the same boat. I'm very busy right now. We're getting real busy at work. Bumper Thumper. Of course, we love all opinions. Happy for the feedback. Yeah, man, I'm super excited to use it. Like I said, I just gotta enlist someone to pour my puddle for me. Which I mean, I got a couple buddies that always want to go to the track, so I'm sure they'll be more than happy. If you want some twin turbo 351 inspiration, check out Tony. What is that? Reiner's channel. Is that what his channel's called? Is he Turbo Man 351? Because I watch him every now and again. I know Joe Simpson just tuned his car. He said it. He said it was pretty solid. I don't know if is he twin or single. I don't remember. What are your power numbers at the wheels? I mean, the car made 500 on gas, and then the last time I took it, it made 501 on 7 cylinders. So, I don't know. I'd say if I had all 8 cylinders, doing the math, it probably should be 570, 580 at the wheels. But I mean, that's a guess. Got a nice little 306 to trade. I mean, this is basically to do a 331. Same bore as same. It's 4030 bore as a 306, I believe, and then you just got to clearance the block for that longer stroke and get the 331 crank, and you got a 331. No, he's not Turbo Man 351. Okay, Tony has his own channel. A lot of awesome. Is that his name? Is his name just? Is it Tony Reiners? Is that the name of his YouTube channel? Loch Ness Fox. Yeah, I'm still in. Getting closer to finishing up. Can't come soon enough. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, but as far as like channels lately, I haven't been watching. Obviously, I've been watching like the SRC channels. Obviously, Brutal, Funky, Gearhead, those guys, Paul the Fox. I watch them religiously. As soon as they post something, I watch it right away. Jeez. But yeah, I mean, I've actually been watching a lot of documentaries lately. There's this channel called Free Documentary. They did one on like the ice roads in Canada, and I don't know, I was just fascinated with it. And then there was another one. It was like, man, I don't know. Those documentary shows, I go down like a rabbit hole where I just start watching all of them, and then all of a sudden it's like 8 hours later. I'm like, what have I been doing with my whole day? But I'm getting educated. I know about ice roads now because I'll use that one day. We do appreciate you. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it. It feels good, when get people behind us and stuff. So yeah, I was watching ARC earlier. What's ARC? Oh, SRC, yeah. Yeah, they just put that new video out today. I haven't watched it yet. But then that Falcon, man, that thing rolls. That thing, it's funny because like how the what's a word I'm looking for? Like the focal point for their channel is that Billy in his truck, which is a bad. I mean that thing. Woof. But then Tommy comes in and just is destroying everybody with that Falcon. I mean, getting to the finals in like his first couple races and stuff. And the fact too, he's such a humble, quiet kid too. It's just awesome. My son, I know that's like, I'm gonna have to slowly slowly bring John into racing. Me and my wife were talking about that earlier, about how, because he's like me, man. He's gonna want to, take this little LS we got and throw it in who knows whatever he wants, and he's gonna want like as much power as he can. Whereas I'm gonna have to try and like slowly bring him in, like all motor. Maybe I'll throw no timing in it, then bring it up for him, and let him race. And I know there's gonna be. It was actually funny because as he was pulling me into the line, because he lined me up when we were racing at Thunder Valley, and I was thinking like, man, in like 3 years, I'm gonna be where he is, and he's gonna be sitting where I'm at, making his either first pass or whatever. And I'm actually really looking forward to that. Night, fellas, gotta be up. Ooh, 4:15. Well, have a good night, Dan. Thanks for stopping in. I don't gotta be up at 4:15, but not much later I'll be up, unfortunately. I'm actually, what is it? I don't know. We haven't gotten an hour yet. 46 minutes. I'm trying to think what else. Been looking for a hood for the car. I don't like the no hood, but it does keep it. It does keep the car a little cooler. But what we got in here? Will Silver Surfing Harris. You do some killer stuff for regular guy. Love the scramble button on the Fox. Yeah, that's inspired by Turbo John. Unfortunately, right now, when I hit the scramble, it's just 0 pounds because I'm at a fuel pump. But I was looking for a spot to do a scramble button for future things, and it just makes sense to really put it there because when you flick that button, it just stays on until you want it to turn off. But I have mine on a timer, so if it stays on for longer than I think like 5 seconds, it'll just shut off. But yeah, I got that just inspiration from Turbo John, who's actually one of my favorite YouTubers. The Falcon is from our area. We know him personally. That's badass, man. Where's that at? Is that West Virginia or Ohio? I know they went down to West Virginia to look at the car. I remember that episode. I just love those Falcons too. They're such a small it's kind of a small car, but it's got like that long body on it. You get a lot of weight, like in the rear, like behind the axle. And actually, he even just said that in like the last video. They're just the way they got that thing set up. I can't wait. I hope I'm here to actually go see Dig or Die next year or whenever they come back down here because I really want to see that car run. Night, brother. Hey, Jared, thanks for stopping in, man. The Falcon used our product before. He had to sell it. That's awesome, dude. I feel you. My dad exposed me to speed, gave me a lot of seat time. Right, dope, definitely. Yeah, I mean, I was actually this close. There's only one seat in the car, right? So John wanted to come for a ride for me, so I'd have him sit. I'd put a little milk crate next to the car, and I'm still waiting on the other seat to come in, or the frame, I mean. But I was like, you know what? I know he could drive this car, but I was like, you know what? No, he's still 13. I kind of had that like, let me take him to a parking lot, let him do his first burnout or something like that. But I was like, yeah, maybe next year. And I mean, he's a smart kid. I know. I've seen him drive go-karts and all that stuff. And I mean, he rips around this place on his dirt bike. He's a little speed demon. That's where like I would have to be his safety mechanism because otherwise he's going to push whatever it is past where it's supposed to be at and then, get himself into trouble. West Virginia. Okay, sweet. Man, that's one place I love, man. West Virginia. I go up to Ohio a lot and just driving through West Virginia. Granted, it's on the highway, but I could definitely go live up there somewhere, like a nice cabin in one of those mountain valleys or whatever. I think it's crazy too with that Falcon. Like they haven't had it long at all. And they made whatever tweaks they had to, and they got that thing working in like a week or 2 weeks. It was a winning car before they owned it. No one from here would bet against it. I mean, I can see why. the thing is, I mean, the thing's pretty awesome. I actually think I know they did a Dig or Die Christmas last year. I wonder if they're going to do that again this year. I think that was down here in Rockingham. Um, if they do, I'll probably go. I mean, watch unless I can get my new combo set up before then. That could be semi-competitive, but obviously, as this car sits, probably not even wouldn't even be worth jumping in with that field. And especially my inexperience. Some of these closer ones, like Thunder Valley, like sometimes it's like $20 or $50 to race, or a lot of times they do $20 free entry. Like those are kind of pointless to not jump in because, like, so what, you lose, but you at least get out there. That's what I was going to do in the stock block class the other day. And I knew a lot of the cars there were like mid 4-second cars on, stock LS blocks or whatever. But I really just wanted to get, just get a couple races in and have some fun. But it is what it is. Anyway, guys, I'm going on an hour. Kind of slowing down. It's getting late. So I'm going to jump off. Just wanted to give you that update and let you know I got videoed. I just need to put it together. I just need to get my butt in gear, and I'm going to do that probably this week. My goal is to have at least 2 videos out this week, so hopefully I can get those out to you guys. And hopefully we can, kind of get back to a semi-regular routine. But just wanted to kind of let you guys know what was going on. Oh, we got Paul the Fox in the house. What's up, Paul? Good for you to drop in. Unfortunately, it's right when I'm leaving. But yeah, that's really going to be it, guys. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. And Sally. Hey, Sally, too. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.